Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in here, y'all. We got some good stuff to discuss today. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So with that being said, y'all, appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girl, Queen B. Thank y'all for the love and support, but I ain't even finna hold you, waste your time, y'all. We are about to get into Lisha Thompson. All right, a young black female, 40 years old. Nobody's talking about this. Why is this not being shared on all medias? She was murdered by 6 illegals. So why is this not being shared? Why? It's not fitting. What is it because, a white cop's not involved? Somebody in a MAGA hat? Oh, it don't fit the narrative. No wonder. So you have to ask yourself, y'all, really, whose side are they on? Because the damn show ain't yours. I just want to know why her story is not being shared the way it needs to be shared. Like, for real, for real. Shout out to my supporters in the comment section who put me on. Well, I'm here to share it today because I'm doing what the media is not doing. So let's go ahead and hear this young woman's story. And then you got to ask yourself, and we watch in real time, these folks literally flying to El Salvador, literally like going to ICE facilities and actually supporting these illegals and their behavior and what they're doing. And first and foremost, they're not even supposed to be here. What gives them the right to come to our country and murder our innocent people? Live off our taxpayer dollars. They crashing out on troopers, just burning American flags in the country, just getting away with a whole bunch of cats. And the only people you see who are actually fighting for these criminals is the Democrats. Make that make sense. So with that being said, y'all ain't even to waste no more of your time. Let's go ahead and dive into the video. Let's find out who Lisha Thomas is. Let's go. Coming straight from Real Sex 16, y'all. This man says the black community is an embarrassment. Lisha Cheryl Thompson, 40 years old, was unalived in her car by 6 illegals, yet no one is talking about it. Why? Because it doesn't fit the narrative. Had it been a white man, it would be all over the news. With that being said, y'all, let's dive into the first video. Let's go.
Lord, get them snacks.
Once again, the black community is a fucking embarrassment. Let me explain why.
Explain.
Y'all know who this is? Do y'all know the story of Lisha Thompson? Do y'all know what happened to this young woman? 40-year-old woman, fatally shot dead in her car by 6 illegal immigrants. How come that wasn't all over the news? How come nobody's talking about it? Because it doesn't fit their fucking narrative. Once again, it proves that they're just parrots for the fucking Democratic Party. Because they were illegal immigrants, nobody wants to talk about it in the black community. This is a young black woman killed by 6 illegal immigrants, and no one's talking about it. If it was a white man, it'd be all over the news, but since it was 6 illegal immigrants, it doesn't fit the fucking narrative. Be ashamed of yourself, black community. It's proven that you're just pushovers and indoctrinated. Lisha Thompson won't get the justice or the respect or the love from the black community. We don't hear people in uproar saying, oh, Lisha, we're sorry about what happened, because it was fucking immigrants. If it was a white man, everybody would be like, oh, Lisha, what happened to her was a travesty. Because it doesn't push your narrative. You can't say, oh, well, the illegals did it, because then you can't say illegals should be here. Where's the outrage, huh? Why is this just like Tyree Nichols? There was no outrage because it was 5 black cops that did it. It doesn't push the white man narrative. But this was a young black woman. It should be right in your wheelhouse. It should be something that you should be outraged about it. Because it wasn't done by the white man, you don't care. There's no justice. There's no outrage for her. Just like I said, and I've said before, you illegal immigrants, get the fuck out of my country. You stinking motherfuckers come in here and you're disruptive. And you cast shame on the ones who do it legally, who do it the right way, and come here and strive for a better life. You illegal motherfuckers been getting away with too much.
Too much.
And black people, this is why I say you're fucking embarrassments. You're proving me right every fucking day. Why are you so quiet? Ask yourself why you're so fucking quiet. Where's Al Sharpton? Where's Umar Johnson? Where's Roland Martin? Where's all you black activists at? Oh, you don't care, huh? Right. Lisha Thompson, her death just meant nothing to you, huh? You fucking cowards. Fucking embarrassment, and you make me sick. If you don't like what I said, I don't give a fuck. Eat a dick. Blessings to the righteous.
All right, coming straight from Snacks 1717, y'all. On TikTok. Why are we not hearing about this story? Why? This should be all over the media, right? But it's not. If the story doesn't hurt Trump or help the narrative, it's buried. And everybody with common sense or just decent people on this earth should be disgusted. Let's keep it moving. Cause where is everybody at standing up for this? Oh, they quiet. Ain't nobody talking. This story's not being shared the way it needs to be shared. It's crazy. Well, let's keep on sharing. Okay, let's get her name out. Say her name. Lisha Thompson, y'all. Killed by 6 illegals. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 6. And we barely hearing anything about it. If not, nothing at all. Midterms is coming up. Pay attention. Coming straight from Tony X2, y'all. X, so much truth must watch. I think you know why we haven't heard anything about Lisha Thompson in the mainstream media. Come on now. A black woman is killed in South Carolina by illegal immigrants from Honduras. Where the hell is the press conference? Where's the Twitter meltdown? Like where? With that being said, y'all, let's dive on in and hear what this brother got to say. Let's go.
Well, I'm going to say the quiet part out loud again. So if you're sensitive, you might want to scroll. I think you know why we haven't heard anything about Lisha Thompson. A black woman is killed in South Carolina by illegal immigrants from Honduras. On the left, those self-proclaimed knights of justice and compassion suddenly poof like Houdini. Shame spiral. Where the fuck's the press conference? Where's the Twitter meltdown? Where's the wall-to-wall media sob fest featuring 6 hand-picked trauma experts?
Where?
Ukulele tribute. Oh wait, this one doesn't come with a MAGA hat or police badge, so it doesn't fit neatly in emotional exploitation starter pack. Y'all fucking treat illegal immigration like it's some sort of holy crusade. Let them all in. Borders are racist. No person is illegal until someone ends up 6 feet under. But then it's radio fucking silence. Selective case of selective outrage syndrome. If a Republican had done this, CNN would have hired a fucking marching band. MSNBC would have hosted a 12-hour grief marathon. Kamala would have flown her ass down in a fucking helicopter at half-truce and landed on a fucking plane and cried on cue while standing in front of a handmade memorial. Is this inconvenient? A speed bump on the way to utopia? You all build your entire fucking audience off of screaming injustice, passion of 1,000 theater kids on espresso. But when reality slaps you in the face with facts you don't like, fucking mute button. Y'all cherry pick moral outrage like an overpriced Whole Foods salad bar and parade around as champions of the fucking oppressed. And then play dumb when your policies create collateral damage. This woman is dead. Not because of climate change, not because of a fucking meme, but because you pushed to keep the damn back door open. And
6
dared
illegals.
anyone to call it a problem. Well, guess what? It's a problem now. And a real human being, an American, not a statistic, not a talking point, is gone. So say her fucking name. Not for clicks and not for clout, but because your silence is louder than any fucking scream, and it reeks cowardice dressed up as compassion.
Come on, say her name, y'all. Remember her name. Another one. Lisha Thompson. Crazy. When black lives only are used for political gain. It's not justice. Say her name, y'all. Share. Get it out there. Because the media damn sure ain't doing it. We're going to keep this thing moving because we have a huge problem here in America. And that's why we all voted for Trump and administration to get this problem squared. Okay? Again, I do not regret voting for Trump. It was the best decision I made in my entire life, was voting for someone who actually gives a damn about the country and the people who live in it. For someone who said, I'm going to be doing all of these things that each and every last one of his campaigns. I even went to 2 of them. He got in there in the Capitol and did exactly what he said he was going to do. Although you got activist judges and everybody else thinking they're above the law, trying to throw rocks here and there to stumble them up, they're going to continue to do what they need to do. And we're going to continue to push these names out here because, again, and I'm going to keep saying this and stressing out, midterms is coming. Y'all pay attention to all of this. Pay attention to when the black folks really want to stand up and protest and all this other type of stuff. I don't see nobody saying anything about this young lady here. Literally. Where are they at? Let's keep it moving. Coming straight from Wall Street, Ape Shaw on X. Illegal migrant with a criminal record was driving 100 miles per hour. He was drunk, he was high, and drove right into an American trooper, Christopher Gadd, killing him instantly in the police car. Seattle, Washington attorney says it's not a crime. It's not a crime. Y'all. Let's get into the video.
In the dark, early morning hours of May 2nd, 2024, a series of unfortunate circumstances collided in one of the darkest stretches of I-5. And that coming together of these unfortunate circumstances led to a tragic accident.
Accident?
We had a blacked out SUV parked on the side of the road, giving no warning to any other driver on the road that night of its presence. We had a black SUV traveling above the posted speed limit, and we had a white van being driven by a sleep-deprived and inexperienced driver who forgot to turn on his headlights. And when these 3 circumstances collided, not only did it result in a catastrophic accident, it resulted in the tragic death of Trooper Gadd, but it is not a crime. Not all car accidents are crimes.
Okay. And this is why y'all are failing to the fullest. This is a prime example of why you should not vote for these bimbos. You want to know why? We sat here and just read the facts. We seriously just read what just took place. If y'all could take that same energy and actually put it into the angel moms and everybody who has lost a loved one to an illegal immigrant, these people have to sit here and watch this state that it wasn't an accident when clearly it was. They have to sit here and watch this. How y'all sit here and fighting for the very people that are taking the citizens out. How dare y'all? Like, how dare y'all? Ain't nobody sitting at the table and trying to make change. They could have took all this time, y'all, to be sitting at the table and trying to get things right. Yet they out here pinpointing, watching Trump administration's every move or whatnot, going against everything that he's doing. And this time they could be taking it, sitting at the table, trying to figure out how in the hell they can live themselves again. Because at this point, baby, they digging that hole so deep, even we won't be able to get them out. Seriously, this isn't about compassion at all. It's about power. And these folks is paying for it. Let's keep it moving, man. Sickening. Right now, over 59,000 illegal aliens are enrolled in Texas colleges and universities, and they are getting in-state tuition paid bar by your tax dollars. Let's dive into it, man.
Right now, over 59,000 illegal aliens are enrolled in Texas colleges and universities, and they're getting in-state tuition paid by your tax dollars. That's because back in 2001, Texas became the first state to allow illegal aliens to receive in-state tuition. Unreal. Since then, at least 24 other states have followed our bad example. Senate Bill 1798 by Senator Mays Middleton would end it. It stops both in-state tuition and financial aid for illegal aliens. Now, this bill passed out of the committee on May 14th. It's been sitting on the Senate intent calendar since May 16th and hasn't been brought to the floor for a vote. The Texas GOP calls it a top legislative priority. So why is the Republican-controlled Senate dragging its feet? If they don't act now, the House won't even get the chance to vote before the May 27th deadline. It's simple. If Republicans can't pass a bill to stop taxpayer-funded tuition for illegal immigrants, then what exactly are they doing in Austin? Texans are watching. Right now, over 59,000 illegal aliens are enrolled in Texas.
Really? Like, they sitting here dragging their feet on stuff. How does it feel, y'all? How does it make you feel that they putting illegals before the actual American people? How does that make you feel? And y'all mean to tell me on midterms y'all finna go in there and vote for this ish again? For you to be below? Like, really? Seriously? Ask yourself that. How does that make you feel? How? Illegals are getting perks on hard American people's backs. And families that can't even afford it. Come on, man. Y'all, we got to do better. We got to do better. Seriously. Pay attention. It's out there. Let's keep this thing going. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. My boy Scott Jennings, I love him. He knows how to ruffle some feathers and get people out of character by simply just stating facts. With that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Coming straight from Scott Jennings, KX, y'all. Allow me to read the crimes committed by illegal aliens President Trump just deported to Sudan. Let's get into it.
I wrote it down.
Hold on a second.
Can I read it?
They're convicted. Maybe they were convicted of very serious crimes.
I'll read it.
The penalty that the Trump administration says is appropriate potentially could be death.
I mean,
right?
I'll read it. Sex
that-
offenders,
is that
homicide,
right?
Come on.
kidnapping, murder in the first degree, battery, larceny, cocaine possession, murder, robbery,
Okay.
DUI, child sex
Okay,
abuse, and sex
yeah.
assault on someone with a mental
Scott.
illness. The Sudan is too good for these people.
Scott, no.
And I'm not sure any other country would take them.
But what about their home country?
I'm not sure they'll take them. Would you take that person
How
back?
do you know that?
Well, one of them came from Cuba.
No, no, no.
I have to say.
How do you know that?
I don't
Yeah,
care what we do
Vietnam.
with them.
You
These
don't
are
know.
heinous, violent criminals, and they do not need to be here. That's all I know.
So let me just play. This is they were
I wrote
convicted.
it down.
So-
Hold on a second.
Can I read it?
They were convicted.
Scott Jennings is on CNN 10 this up left to right, y'all. He be fact checking them bimbos left to mother freaking right, and I'm loving every bit of it. The Democrats are so worried about deportation that they ain't even worried about the real crimes themselves. How did we let this happen, y'all? You gotta ask yourself. Y'all got to ask yourself, would this be even emotional if you was the victim? Like, come on. Somebody let me know. I'm just here to show y'all. Because we got a serious problem, man. A really serious problem. Let's keep it moving, y'all. We about to get up out this thing. I ain't finna hold y'all here, keep y'all here long. That being said, y'all, we finna get into our last video. This gentleman sums it up nicely. Thank you. Y'all, we got to do better. We got to do better, man. Like, this right here is crazy. Lisha Thompson, remember her name. And like I said, I don't care. I'm gonna keep stressing this midterm coming up, and it'll be here before you know it. Please research. Take the time out your day. Hey, go research Lisha Thompson. Find out why it's not getting in the media. Why is nobody talking about this? Why is she not blasted everywhere? Then go on and go check out the Democrats and what they fighting for. Let me know how that turns out. You'll be surprised. With a little time in the day of researching the very people that we have something to do putting these places, y'all. Regardless if they red or blue. Because as y'all can see, some Republicans are turning rhinos every single day. And some of us had no clue. Very deceiving. They know how to despise themselves really good. Let me know in your comment sections, y'all. I want to know y'all thoughts. All right, I told y'all I wasn't going to hold y'all. But let's chop it up in the comment section, y'all. Let's go ahead and play this video. And I'll see y'all at the next one. Let's get into it. Coming straight from Lake Monster CL1. Let's dive into it.
This man dropped a nuke on the Democratic Party.
You hate white men unless they're gay. You love black people unless they're conservative. You're for illegal immigration as long as they don't come into your home. You want to ban guns, but you want the government to still have theirs. You hate capitalism, but you expect these corporations to change their logo for Pride Month. You hated slavery, so you hate the party that was formed to abolish the slaves. You hated slavery, but you align with the party that was for keeping slaves. You don't recognize two genders unless you're talking about their hormones.
Come on.
You hate American values, but yet you want to still live here. You say black people can't be racist, but Candace Owens, Thomas Sowell, and Larry Elder are white supremacists. You want to ban guns to save children, but keep abortion to murder them.
Preach.